Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 83.
Man, you can't wait for me.
I'm sorry.
83.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go on.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 83. So Michelle will be appearing in a little bit because Michelle and I took a big road trip up to Reading. We spent 2 days there, saw games 1 and 2 of their playoffs. Unfortunately, they lost both. They lost 3, but they won game 4 today, so they're still in it.
Love that for them.
Yep. But before we get to the Royals, huge news in Flyerland today.
Yeah.
So Danny Briere had the interim tag taken off, which not really surprised. So he is now the new. Yep.
Yeah.
He is the new GM of the Flyers.
Jersey.
Yes. Yeah. So we have Briere, and of course we have Keith Jones, because Jonesy's got some big news today too. So, okay, so Danny's the new full-time GM of the Flyers.
Yeah.
Not surprised. He went to business school. He did his time in Maine. So some people complain because he was a Flyer, and they're just handing jobs to ex-Flyers. I don't want to. I think it's ridiculous to rule out somebody because they're an ex-Flyer.
Oh, how you're just like carrying a pill bottle. We love that for you.
This is from Michelle's from the trip. So, it's empty. It was Michelle's, so we carried her medication up.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so Danny, I'm not going to rule somebody out because they were an ex-Flyer. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do I wish Danny had a little more experience, had some GM, in the other one in the NHL? Yeah, absolutely, of course. Experience is a good thing. However, we just had a GM who had years in Minnesota and a bloodline, and he was terrible. He was my least favorite GM in Flyers history. So, do I know if Danny's going to be great? Nah, I have no idea. Am I happy he's not Chuck Fletcher? Yeah, right now I'm just celebrating that he's not Chuck. The good things with Danny is John Tortorella, the coach, loves him. We have a coach and a GM on the same page. They've spent the last year evaluating the players we have, figuring out what players we need. They seem to get along really well. That's a good thing. I don't think we've had that in a while. I think we've had disconnects between the GM and the coach and what direction the team is going. Are they going for it? Are they not going for it? Are they trying to, get draft picks? Are they trying to make the play? You brought an AV. I think Fletcher jumped the gun on how ready we were, and that set us back. So it's nice to have a GM and a head coach on the same page. Torts isn't going anywhere, and now Danny's not going anywhere officially. I know. There's my yawn. So Danny being the DM is not really surprising, but it's nice that it's official now because the draft's around the corner and he needs to make moves. So the other thing is there is now a clear definition of roles between the president and the general manager. For a long time, the Flyers always mucked that into one role. So they hired Keith Jones, who you've met many times.
Love Keith Jones. He's really sweet.
Super sweet dude, hilarious.
Yeah.
Also has a really good hockey mind. I mean, you can see he's been doing the broadcast for years. The good thing is president. Now, I wanted them to bring in a president that had maybe some GM experience because that would make me feel better about Danny. They brought in a Red Shiro. They brought in a Scott Mellenby who had been an assistant GM, stuff like that. However, the roles aren't combined anymore. So the good news is this is Danny's sink or swim. It's not like questionable with Hextall or Fletcher with how much of the Clark Homer people were advising them and stuff like that. No, this has been crystal clear that it's Danny's calls, sink or swim. Which, I mean, that's how it should be. If you're in charge, you're the boss, you should be calling the shots.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
What does GM stand for?
General Manager.
That makes sense.
Yep. So the general manager is in charge of essentially the contracts, the drafting, the trading.
Yeah.
Who plays here? How long?
He's a final stamp of approval.
Yes. So he decides the roster. Then the head coach decides who's playing, who's sitting. Together they decide who goes to the minors and not. So you need them having a good relationship.
Yeah.
Now the president of hockey operations, which is what Keith Jones will be now doing, he's separate. He's going to be overseeing kind of the whole pie. So it'll be, basically he's in charge of taking care of the logo, taking care of the franchise, making sure it's viewed in a good light, taking care of the public relations, the business side, which is, travel and all those things. So he's got a big job, and let's face it, there's a lot of fans. You and I tend to be more positive, but there are a lot of fans that are miserable to the Flyers because of their record, especially the last 2 years. So however, Keith Jones has been here a long time. He worked for the radio show in the morning. He's certainly got his post on the fans. He's definitely a hard-working every guy. So I'm happier with Keith Jones in the role where I'm a little more nervous about Danny.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic, and I'm just happy Fletcher's gone. So right now I'm totally behind Danny. We'll see what he does. But I actually really like Keith Jones, the president of hockey operations. I didn't see it coming, but I think Jonesy is perfect. I think Jonesy really fits the bill well on that. He knows this fan base, and he knows what Mr. Snyder was like, and it's a good fit. So yeah, who knows how it's going to work out? But it's a new day. They said something about a new orange too, which I'm hoping new uniforms. Maybe a little darker burnt orange than the bright orange.
I could go for burnt orange.
Closer to the 80s kind of orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go back there.
I could definitely see myself in new home and away jerseys there. Much as I love Carter, and I already have a Carter, so I'm thinking, maybe a Sam Emerson. Oh yeah.
Maybe another Carter for me.
Maybe another Carter for you for Christmas. But yeah, I'm hoping they mean. There's been rumors that they're going to change the uniforms. I never really cared for what they're wearing now, so which is why I started collecting junior jerseys instead. So I'm hoping new, same logo, because they'll never touch that, and they better never touch that.
Yeah, they better never.
But yeah, new jerseys would be cool. So I'm hoping when they kind of say a new orange. Yes, we are.
You know the white jerseys, like the full white ones, the black that they came out of.
The new one, the one we have
yeah,
at Sandheim?
Yeah, like our newest one. Yeah, the Sandheim one. Can I get that in Carhartt?
We'll see. Maybe for Christmas. Because you need a third Carter jersey. You are my kid.
Who doesn't?
You are my kid. So anyway, that's the big news in Flyerland, which is exciting. They also re-signed Egor Zamula to a 1-year deal. He's been injured. 1-year deal is perfect. It's a good thing. Hopefully he can get healthy. We have some stuff for you to show off.
My
so
hair gets stuck to everything.
So like I said, we spent a week in Reading, me and Michelle. So
Yeah.
I figured, she's a little tired, so we're gonna let you show off what we got, and then I'll bring her down so she can be part of things. So, I want to start with show them the nice people.
Yeah. What's the mascot's name again?
Slapshot.
Slapshot. There.
Michelle goes to a lot of Royals games. You go to Flyers. So, yes, they have
It was on the tip of my tongue.
They have Slapshot, the mascot.
Yeah, so we got this one, and he's like coming out of a chimney.
Yep, it's a Christmas edition. It's the end of the season, so they're blowing stuff out. So, who doesn't love a $5 bobblehead?
It's cool. It's got like the logo right there, and it's got like the logo on his hat and all that stuff. And it's got a little pom pom.
Because it's Santa.
And look his little whiskers go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I love that.
All right.
And then, do you want to go here to here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So this is Series 2 limited editions. This is 1 of 5. Braden Lowe.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of his bobbleheads.
So these were all from last year for the 20th anniversary of the team.
And I find it cool how you can see like what they look like on the sides there, like what the bobblehead looks like on the sides and on the back.
That is some sharp packaging.
Yeah, and it just has like the logo on the top and then on the bottom. They have to see the full packaging.
Oh, please. Go ahead, Vanna.
And then we have limited edition Series 2 again, but this is 2 of 5. So there you go. It just, on the top it says, #Roar together. And same thing. This one is Frank. I'm going to have you pronounce last name. DeChara. Frank DeChara. And then you got the sides of the bobblehead.
And there's one more.
Wait. That's the front, and then you got the sides. And the back. I know my directions, I swear. Yeah, this, and then, we weren't getting away without a goalie. So this is limited edition. I don't think it's part of the same series as these. But, yeah. Has the logo on the top. This is Philip
Grubauer. Do you know where he is playing currently?
Seattle.
He's a Kraken.
He's Kraken.
Yep. So, but we got to watch it when he was with the Royals. So
I love how it still has like the Flyers and the Phantoms down here on this little like orange part. Right there.
Yeah, it's because it's their affiliate. But he got taken in the expansion draft. So I think or Son's a free agent. I forget. But he's a member of Seattle now. So
yeah. There's our little collection of bobbleheads because we need more.
We got bobbleheads.
If I get a third Carter, you can get more bobbleheads.
So yeah, please hang on. We're gonna talk to Michelle a little bit. We've got a lot of video and some pictures from our weekend in Reading, which was really cool. I don't know if they're going to make it to the next round or not, being down 3-1. But if you've never been to a Royals game, you really should check it out. I always recommend minor league hockey, the Phantoms or the Royals. But the Royals really do it. It's
Or the Krakens.
Or
Krakens.
and the other side of the country.
Wait,
But-
that's on the other side. Wait, Seattle's on the other side of the country.
Jeez, geography major. Yes, Seattle is the other side.
I'm not good at geography.
No, she's not. So, no. So, yeah, so please hang on. We'll talk to Michelle a little bit. We have some video and some pictures from Reading. And, yeah, big, exciting day. I know some people are, it's an X-Flyer, so I'm determined to be miserable. And that's your right. I'm excited. I was never a fan of the Chuck hire. I'm super glad Chuck's gone. And I'm excited for 3 people in their roles that are clearly defined, no stepping on each other's toes, no outside advice, no nothing. So I think that's exciting. We'll see what they do with it. Who knows? Hopefully it works. It might not work. It doesn't always work. But, plenty of other organizations have LA and Colorado and Detroit, and those work. So let's see if we can do it here. It's a modern voice. Danny didn't retire all that long ago. Heck, whenever we watch him in alumni games, he looked like he'd still play in the NHL. So, cool. All right. Hang on, and just for you guys, it'll be 1 second because we're going to have Michelle.
Yeah, for us it's going to be a minute or 2. Y'all only got a second, though. I don't know if I'll be back on, so bye.
Okay, hi everybody again. I'm here with
Michelle.
Michelle, last weekend, where did we go?
The Royals.
The Royals. We went to Reading, Pennsylvania. Do you remember where we stayed?
A hotel.
That's right. So Michelle and I took a road trip.
Yeah.
Saturday, we went up in the day,
Uh-huh.
checked into our hotel. Then we went
Yeah.
and saw the Royals play game 1.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the hotel. We spent the night, right?
Yeah.
The next day, we sightseed around Reading.
Uh-huh.
And we had some fun.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the game again.
Uh-huh.
And did you enjoy it?
Yes. Can't
Okay.
wait to go there again.
I know. You very much like the Reading Royals.
Yep.
And now, so the first day, we sat, where do you like to sit?
Behind the goalie.
Behind the goalie. So yes, first game we sat right behind the goalie, which was pretty cool. The Royals goalie twice, who's Pat Nagel. And then the next day we sat all the way down right on the glass, which was pretty cool. They have what's called the icebox section there, which is like bar tables, and so we sat right on them. So we'll show you some pictures of that, some video. I also, speaking of goaltenders, picked up a new goaltender jersey. So the Royals had affiliate night, and I picked up Noel Mayer, who's he is the winningest goalie in WHL history. We got a picture with him, right? You know, was he nice when we met him?
Yep.
And he signed my jersey. So that was pretty cool. So, did you have a good time?
Yes.
Do you like cheering for the Royals?
Yes.
Good. All right. I think that's probably going to do it. So please stick around. Like I said, we got a little video. We got some pictures. Michelle, is there anything else you want to tell the nice people?
Goodbye, and thank you for watching.
That's right. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Hey, so we're back to our room. We saw game 1. Unfortunately, the Royals lost 3-0. First time I've ever seen them shut out. Did you have fun though?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you like?
The part when they're trying to score.
They tried. They played hard. So we have game 2 tomorrow. Right now we're back to the room. We're gonna have pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
And?
And Michelle is ready to dance. Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks.
Number 5, Will McKinnon. Number 26, Colin Fielder.
All right. So it's the end of regulation. It's 4-4. It's going to overtime.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Good.